Juliana has left Michael from 90 Day Fiance. Guys, do you guys remember Michael and Juliana from 90 Day Fiance? A couple of years ago, they were a more low-key couple. She was like 19 years old. He was like 38, 39 years old. He was much older than she was. It was kind of odd, huge age gap. And not only did they have the huge age gap, but also Michael's ex-wife was like super involved in their relationship. They had the two kids together, Max and Cece, and they were very nice kids, and they seemed very smart and sweet and whatnot. But still, the exes kind of had a weird relationship. It was kind of strange to the point where Michael's ex-wife ended up actually officiating his wedding with Juliana. Well, guess what, guys? There has now been some pretty breaking news that it sounds like Michael and Juliana might be on their way out. So much stuff went down that we're going to get into right now, but the first thing I want to say, there's always been kind of speculations and clickbait rumors and drama that these two might have actually ended their marriage or whatnot. It always kind of seemed fake, but now we have like real legitimate proof. Number one proof that it's going to be more shocking in a couple of seconds, but the first proof is that Juliana is in Germany. Now, I know at face value that probably doesn't sound very crazy, but just give me about 30 seconds and you will agree. So yeah, she is in Germany, which at the surface level, it's kind of strange. We're still in the middle of this pandemic thing. It's like, why is she overseas when all this stuff is going on? Why is she not here in America? What is going on? Not a huge deal, but just give me a couple seconds. I think you will agree it's kind of a big deal. Because here is the crazy thing. Juliana took to TikTok and posted this saying, "Everybody keeps asking me if I'm still married. This is really, truly hard, and I'm not ready to talk through it yet. If you guys find out, you guys are going to hate me forever. Everybody's gonna hate me. That's why I'm being a little weird." So what is going on? I told you guys, and believe it or not, it gets even crazier. Give me a couple more seconds. The first thing we gotta talk about though is, okay, apparently she did something within her marriage that is going to make everyone, I guess all of us 90 Day Fiance fans, hate her. So it's like, did she leave him? Did she have an affair? Like, what is really truly going on? And I'm kind of like, the things, if she's overseas in Germany and she apparently did something within her marriage that's so horrible she can't say it, that everyone's going to hate her, it's like, what is really going on? Did she leave him? However, you guys, believe it or not, it gets even stranger. Because my dear friend Linda from 90 Day The Melanated Way on Instagram shared this saying, "What are your thoughts on this? I was having a conversation with my favorite producer, Bree Phillips or whatever today, and we're not sure. Are there marital issues between Michael and Juliana, or is she being facetious? Either way, send positive vibes their way." And guess who commented on it? Michael. Yes, the same Michael with Juliana. He commented and saying, "She trolls me a lot too." So it is like, what in God's name is going on? At first, it sounded like with her TikTok that it's like, they're done, it's over. You know, she did something horrendously horrible, like maybe leave him or she had another man or something like that. And then after Linda posted that, Michael, the husband, commented on it and said that, she's just making fun of him and trolling him. So it's like, well, which one is it and what is going on? It seemed kind of fake, kind of just for jokes, until Juliana deleted all of her pictures on Instagram with Michael. Now all of her pictures are just of her modeling and doing her own thing. And then also in September, not a huge deal. People were kind of commenting that it is weird, but Michael did post for Juliana's birthday pictures of her from years ago, and everyone was saying that's kind of weird. Why aren't they more recent? But it's like, if she's out of the country, it's not that shocking to me. And then of course, Michael's son did have a birthday too, and this is where it gets kind of even weirder because Juliana did comment on it. Now, Juliana was not in the pictures. It was just Michael and the two kids celebrating the birthday, but Juliana did comment on it and say, "I wish Max a happy birthday." But you guys want to know the craziest thing ever that just seals the deal to me, and I cannot believe it? That guess whose house went into foreclosure? And I hate to glorify and this is some amazing thing because this is really sad. But Michael apparently has put his house and filed his house into foreclosure, and he's gonna have to get rid of it. I mean, like, this is the infamous house that we saw on 90 Day Fiance. Remember, he was like looking around houses. I think he was living in a condo and it was too small. He wanted something bigger and better. And he found a relatively, but livable, but a relatively older designed house, but it was huge. It was a very, very, very huge house. It says that he paid $1.19 million for the house in Connecticut. He put $250,000 down. He had a 30-year mortgage and he had $945,000 left to pay. Yes, Michael, I feel really horrifically like horrible for this guy. Literally gives me chills. The house, I mean, what is like I need $1 million house for? I mean, seriously, it's like, I know he was making a lot of money. Maybe he still is, maybe he isn't. I really don't know, but it's like, still, do you really need to live in $1 million house? Really? I mean, he could have found a much, probably smaller house that had a ton of space that was not $1 million. So if he was going above and beyond, way beyond his budget could afford, I still feel bad for him, but I'm kind of just like, well, you should have probably kind of, known that was going to happen. And he definitely seemed to kind of have that showy personality. Nothing against it. I think he's a very nice guy, but it's like, okay, you guys. So now everything's starting to kind of line up. Like I said, Germany, at the beginning of the video, I told you guys, Germany, Germany, Germany. Juliana ran off to a different country, and I was like, that's kind of weird. But now I'm starting to connect the dots and say, wait a second. So you're trying to tell me that Michael, his house went into foreclosure, it's going into foreclosure, whatever, so he's going to have to get rid of that big house. And now I'm starting to kind of backpedal and say, wait a second. So the house goes into foreclosure. Next thing you know, Juliana's now in Germany. And next thing you know, she's posting a TikTok saying she did something very horrible that us 90 Day Fiance fans will never forgive her for. So I'm just like, well, for sure what happened? And I don't know for sure, but it's like what likely could have very easily happened is the house went into foreclosure. Michael doesn't have as much money as, he was kind of showing off, or maybe he's not making as much money. Maybe the pandemic affected his business. Like I don't know if it would have affected his business. It could have affected it though, for sure. And so maybe money isn't as good as it used to be, and he has to foreclose on the house. And when Juliana got word of that, she got her bags and ran out the door, and now she's in Germany. So it is just kind of like, it is just, yeah, you guys, I hate to see it, but when I watch this show, there's always things I see, and I'm like, I wouldn't be shocked if this happens or that happens. Like, Juliana, keep in mind, she was 19 years old when she first was started with this guy, so it's like, this is just so stupid. She's so ungodly young to be just like jump into his family role with the kids and him, and he was kind of even young. He was only like 38 too. That's young. Not young for marriage, but just young to be spending all this money and doing all this kind of stuff. So I just can't help but watch this and just say, wow, this is unbelievable. We cannot for sure say yes or no that they've officially ended their marriage and gone their separate ways, but it definitely sounds like there's some rockiness going on between the two of them. So like always, you guys already know I want to hear from you guys, so make sure to comment below. This is kind of a controversial topic, and like I said at the beginning of the video, there was constantly these weird, cryptic, almost like clickbaity kind of like headlines and videos and stories that really had no merit at all that she was going to leave him. This was like months and months and months ago before there was any proof at all. And that she was going to leave him, and that she was just using him, but it was kind of just meaningless, pointless crap. But now it's like, well, she did post a TikTok and it's just something very awful, and that she will not give the status of her marriage. Keep in mind too, if you are happily married, show me one happily married person who, if they are asked, hey, how's your marriage? They're going to say, I don't feel good about answering. It's like, if you don't feel good answering the status of your marriage, there's probably something not good going on. So yeah, and then that all kind of stuff was just kind of like, yes, it's definitely makes some questions and whatnot for sure. But once I got word about the foreclosure, you guys, it's just like, there's no way for sure. If she was going to leave him, wouldn't she leave him after he has to foreclose on his big house and maybe doesn't have as much money as she was kind of thinking it? And now, keep in mind, she is kind of more established. She's probably, I think, working, doing modeling. Maybe she's kind of making some money. And maybe she's just miserable with the guy. Who knows? Maybe she met another man. Who really knows? Or another possibility is maybe they're happy and maybe they're together. I don't really know, but it definitely kind of points in the direction that there's some stuff going on behind closed doors. So guys, like always, make sure to comment below. I'm so curious what you guys think. This is just such a he said, she said. We could see it a million different ways, but to me, I would not be shocked if Juliana ran off because of the money, and Michael made that comment on Linda's Instagram just to kind of play it off like she's just joking, but maybe behind the scenes he's trying to kind of win her back and get her to come back to Connecticut, but maybe he's just trying to kind of act like that for show. I don't really know, kind of save face and whatnot. So it's sad, it's weird. Keep in mind, she did comment on his Instagram. They definitely do still follow each other. She is still kind of, active and whatnot with his ex-wife. They actually became very good friends, and the ex-wife has pictures with Juliana on her Instagram, and they haven't been taken down or anything. So I think something may have possibly happened with Juliana and Michael that really made Juliana mad, and she needs to calm down. And if she's going to get back together with him, she maybe will, but if not, she's off to Germany and going to go meet someone else. So pretty crazy stuff. I cannot believe it. And like always, guys, make sure to comment below what you guys think. All right, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Please tap that like button, hit the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, please share this video with a friend, with a family, with a group. Share with a Facebook group. Like, that means the world. If you want to share this video with a Facebook group or some kind of group, or some sort of Reddit group, it means the absolute world to me. Well, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Please hit that like button, hit the comments below, and y'all better stay tuned for many more videos.